Unleashing the power of hidden hydrogen, the secret energy revolution. The hidden energy treasure beneath our feet, is this the spark for a global hydrogen revolution? Imagine a world where the rules of energy supply are rewritten, not by the sun or the wind, but by ancient, hidden reservoirs lying in wait beneath our feet. For years, the spotlight has shone brightly on wind turbines and solar farms, but a more stealthy player is now capturing the attention of savvy investors. The great hydrogen debate: can ancient reservoirs tip the scales? The prospect of hydrogen as the cornerstone of a decarbonized future has long been a topic of heated discussion. While most strategies focus on using renewable electricity to split molecules, a quieter, yet potent, alternative is gaining traction, tapping into the vast stores of natural hydrogen that have slumbered in rock formations for millions of years. Recent groundbreaking studies suggest these subterranean treasures, once dismissed as mere geological oddities, could ultimately surpass conventional reserves in both volume and ubiquity. Uncovering the hidden wealth, early findings and exciting implications. Preliminary field surveys have pinpointed significant concentrations of natural hydrogen in diverse geological settings, including peridotite-hosted systems, crystalline basements, and sedimentary basins. Unlike conventional hydrocarbons, this hydrogen is continuously produced through the interaction of water and rock, notably the alteration of iron-rich minerals. This self-sustaining generation mechanism underpins the thrilling possibility that these reservoirs can replenish themselves over geological timescales, offering a flow profile more akin to renewable energy sources than to depleting oil or gas wells. For investors, the allure extends beyond supply security to the promise of low production costs, underpinned by straightforward drilling and separation processes, rather than the costly electrolysis commonly used today. Pioneers in a new frontier, refining the art of hydrogen exploration. A vanguard of explorers is spearheading the development of innovative techniques to locate and quantify these elusive pockets of hydrogen. By converging seismic imaging, airborne magnetics, and downhole geochemistry, they are mapping prospective zones with increasing precision. Pilot wells are being drilled to test flow rates and purity, yielding promising results. Some aquifers are producing hydrogen at rates exceeding several hundred cubic meters per day, directly to the surface, with minimal to no greenhouse gas emissions. For long-term investors, these metrics herald not only a low-emission footprint but also a potential pathway to attractive profit margins. A global opportunity with reduced risk, geographical diversity unlocks new possibilities. Unlike the concentrated regional deposits of nickel or lithium, which are often plagued by geopolitical and environmental challenges, natural hydrogen's emerging supply map reveals a more balanced global footprint. From the cratonic shields of Africa and Canada to the sedimentary platforms of Europe and Asia, prospective targets abound, potentially shielding portfolios from the risks associated with single jurisdiction dependencies. The simple, yet powerful, technology behind the revolution. The technological pathway to harnessing this hidden treasure is remarkably straightforward. After drilling, the gas is channeled through separation units to remove moisture and impurities, resulting in pipeline-grade hydrogen. Existing gas treatment facilities can be adapted with minimal capital outlay, further reducing barriers to entry. Moreover, as the energy grid evolves to accommodate the intermittency of renewable inputs, these hydrogen wells can serve as a stable, midstream component, smoothing out fluctuations and bolstering grid stability. The future of energy: what to watch and why your voice matters. For those tracking the energy transition, keep a keen eye on the evolving regulatory landscape and the rapid advancements in drilling techniques that could significantly enhance yield forecasts. Even modest improvements in flow rates could tip the economic scales decisively, given hydrogen's pivotal role in transportation, industry, and power generation. As the narrative unfolds, the strategic alliances forming between technology providers, drilling contractors, and off-takers will be crucial in stitching together the entire value chain from subsurface to pipeline. And this is the part most people miss: could natural hydrogen reservoirs be the game-changer the world needs to accelerate its transition to a decarbonized energy future? Share your thoughts. Do you believe this hidden treasure has the potential to rewrite the rules of global energy supply? Company Spotlight Thor Energy plc, LONTHR, a leading exploration company, is at the forefront of natural hydrogen and helium exploration, with a significant presence in the highly prospective South Australian region. The future of energy, 200 million-ton hydrogen vault discovered underground. A glimmer of hope for humanity lies beneath us, a 200 million-ton energy reservoir ready to sustain us for millennia. When we discuss clean energy, we often follow a familiar narrative: solar, wind, batteries, and more recently, hydrogen. However, the challenge has been that most hydrogen production methods are costly, energy-intensive, and, ironically, contribute to carbon emissions. Despite significant technological advancements, we persist in looking skyward for solutions: solar panels on rooftops and wind turbines spinning in the breeze. But what if we've been searching in the wrong place all along? What if the most promising energy source is hidden right beneath our feet? We've been gazing upwards for solutions, but perhaps the future of energy is actually below us. Let's face it, when we envision the future of energy, our thoughts immediately drift to the sky. We picture solar panels sprawling across rooftops and wind turbines punctuating the skyline. It feels like a race to harness the energy that falls from above. But what if we revealed that the key to transforming our energy landscape is, quite literally, underground? This revelation comes from an international team of scientists who have made a groundbreaking discovery that is capturing attention and investment. Deep within a chromite mine in Albania, a spring emerges that doesn't flow with water, but with hydrogen. Almost pure hydrogen, in fact. Estimates suggest that over 200 tons of hydrogen are released annually from this site, marking it as the largest natural hydrogen flow ever recorded on Earth. The hidden spring, the gas leak, and the quiet energy revolution. This finding is not merely an intriguing geological curiosity, it represents a significant milestone in energy production. For the first time, we have tangible evidence that underground reservoirs of natural hydrogen, similar to the discovery of 300,000 liters of hydrogen in a small American town, may be accessible and potentially commercially viable. This is a true game changer. Hydrogen has long been hailed as the fuel of the future. The catch? Its production has been expensive, energy-draining, and carbon-releasing. However, this situation is different. The hydrogen is already present, concentrated, and ready for use, eliminating the need for electrolysis or methane combustion. This isn't just theoretical. Drilling at the Bulkeyes mine has shown that when specific geological fault zones are reached, hydrogen is released at precise locations. This natural system has been functioning for millennia and is now being understood in a new light. But before we get too excited, we must consider the delicate biosphere and the slow geological processes at play. While the enthusiasm surrounding this discovery is justified, it's essential to approach it with caution. First, geological hydrogen is not a short-term renewable resource. It can take millions of years to form what can be extracted in just a few years. Second, these deep geological zones are home to unique life forms that thrive in complete darkness, relying on hydrogen as their energy source. Disturbing these systems without careful consideration could lead to the destruction of ecosystems that we have yet to fully comprehend. Moreover, while 200 tons per year may seem significant, it pales in comparison to the 100 million tons of hydrogen produced globally each year. However, the real significance lies not in the quantity but in the geological model itself. For the first time, scientists have successfully mapped and simulated the formation of an underground reservoir of natural hydrogen. This discovery shifts the narrative. It compels us to consider that the Earth, in its overlooked depths, may hold a natural, clean, and more accessible energy solution than we ever imagined. Yet, it also calls for caution. The excitement surrounding hydrogen must not lead us to repeat the mistakes made in oil extraction, where environmental assessments and ethical considerations were overlooked. Perhaps we can integrate this discovery with the 45,000 tons of green hydrogen produced annually from Europe's underwater energy initiatives.